I had interviewed several buyer's agents, but I felt that Kate's knowledge, experience and training was what helped me easily choose her to be my buyer's agent. My name is Pallavi. I live and work in Sydney. I love to spend time with family and friends and going and eating out, and most of all I love to travel. So I found myself at a point of time in life where I was financially secure. I had plenty of cash in the bank, but I wanted to do something smart with it, and in preparation for when I finish work and when I may be reliant on superannuation. I felt that property investment was a good long-term strategy, given that I would give it at least 10 to 15 years before I would be ready to sell those homes whenever it's time for me to retire. Although I'd done plenty of research on the property investment process, or purchase process, and how that works, I still couldn't find the time, nor did I trust that I would be able to purchase homes at the right price and that fit into my budget and future plans. And that's where Kate from Advisable comes in. I couldn't find the time to search for homes, bargain with the sellers and dealing with agents. I felt that I needed help in this area. I had interviewed several buyer's agents, but I felt that Kate's knowledge, experience and training was what helped me easily choose her to be my buyer's agent. She also showed me examples of purchases she had made for other clients and how that process worked. I also reached out to those clients to ask them for their opinion on what working with Kate was like. They said that Kate knows what she's doing. She knows the industry. She's certified all over the country. She understands how the lending process works in all the states. So we weren't just confined to purchasing in just New South Wales. You can purchase in other states as well.
Taken into consideration.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I trusted Kate and the Advisable team was because they asked me questions about my personal and financial situation, and then what would be the right property to purchase after that. What I valued most about Kate's background was that she wasn't straight out of school. She lives and breathes this industry. She herself is a property investor, and I definitely trusted her more so because of that, because she had also experienced what I'm about to go through, and that is being a property investment buyer. Yeah. So what worked well for me was I already had a financial planner and I have an accountant. Kate's knowledge fit very nicely into that, in that she was joining me and my team, and I wasn't the go-between as far as passing information was about how much money I could lend, what my cash flow analysis was, whether it was positive or negative. I felt that Kate slotted into that role really well and kept me in as much or as little in the loop as I wanted to be. When it came time to purchase the next property, the area where the property should be purchased was obviously an important topic for discussion. It depended on my financial situation at the time. It depended on what were the new rules around lending and any changes the government had made. It also depended on, had my future plans changed or had my employment changed. So it needs to take, even your personal relationships also need to be taken into account. So based on that, we would have an in-depth discussion based on Kate's knowledge of what's happening in the property markets throughout Australia, and based on that, we came to a mutual decision on where the next property purchase should be. Once the property was found and the purchase price was agreed with the seller, like any property purchase process, there's a lot of paperwork. And there's a lot of things that as a buyer that you will sign, and as a normal consumer you probably don't know what a lot of it means. But I was able to ask Kate to talk me through that process and explain to me, why am I signing this? By when do I need to sign it? What happens if I don't sign it on time? What do I need to do with my financial institution? What do I need to do with my accountant? She was there guiding me every step of the way, and I felt confident that come tax time that I have all the correct papers in line and have the right figures to submit to my accountant. So as Kate moves through the property purchase process, she sent me various properties for my consideration with financial breakdowns of how it would work for my cash flow situation. I would then look at those lists of properties and discuss each one in depth with Kate, and then we would again mutually come to a decision on which is the one that we'll go for. You will easily make back that money by paying less for the property. That is one of the main reasons why I had no problem or had no issue with the fees involved, because I know that I wouldn't have been able to talk the purchase price down the way Kate can. I wouldn't hesitate recommending Kate and the advisable team. I have already recommended Kate and the team. Kate works for herself, so any fees that are involved by using Kate's services are not trying to hit any sort of bottom line. And as I mentioned before, you will definitely make that money back by buying a property that's at market value rather than what the seller is asking for.